I'm here with the author of these two books and many more, Bianca. And you've been a writer for a long, long time. How did it get started?
Oh my God, I think I get started as a child. I always wanted to be a writer, and as a young girl, I wrote my whole books on a typewriter. Many people don't know what it is anymore, but it's a very old machine, very old fashioned, and just by hand with a pen, a lot of papers and papers full of books. And then I went to school and university, and then it stopped a bit, but yeah, in Dutch we say the blood goes where it can go or something like that. Very bad English, but yeah, when I got a little bit older, it just got back to me. I wanted to be a writer, and so I decided I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to be a writer, and I did a lot of courses. And eventually, in 2008, my first book went out, and now I have over 40 books.
40 books. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's really for children, children who are just learning to read. Have also books for young adults who have difficulties with reading. Just a young adult book and a lot of historical and fantasy books.
Speaking of historical books, your first book, this The Trial by Fire, right? This has actually a historical like foundation, right? This is something that happened in the Netherlands. Tell me about it.
Yes, it happened in 1559. It's called the Pale. It's in Brabant, and there over 30 women were accused of being a witch, and it was really it started in one village, and the first village was Kranendonk, and that's this book, Devilish Girls, uh, goes about that village where it started, and really like a fire, it went on to the next village and the next and the next, and eventually the madness came to the village of Pasten,
Yeah.
and there it stopped finally.
Really? Why did it stop there?
It was a little bit because the how do you say that? The council, um, they were in Belgium, which was a part of the Lower Netherlands at that time. They were thinking, there are being a lot of women ending on the fire safes. What is going on there? And their concern was, is it all legally? And the witches had to undergo the trial by water. I don't know if you know what that is.
Explain it for people who don't know what that is.
They were bound by hand and feet and thrown into the water. And if they were floating, that was the evidence that they were a witch. And
That sounds like a lose-lose situation.
yeah, because they almost always suck their lungs full with air, and because they had that air in them there, and because of the way they were bounded, they made themselves a little boat, so they almost never sank. So they almost kept floating,
And then they got burned at the stake.
and then that was the proof that there was a witch, and so they got burned at the stake.
These are very dark pages in our common history because this, of course, happened all over Europe and even in the United States.
Yeah, all over. But here in the Netherlands, it was also very bad. Yeah.
What are you trying to say with these books? Are you trying to make that more, well, I wouldn't say more logical that it happened, but are you trying to explain what happened or what was behind it? What is your view on this?
In Trial by Fire, I I'm really trying to let the reader see what happened from different perspective. So from the woman who got accused, but also by the accuser himself, what were hurt he, him thoughts, and what were his motives, and um, the the daughter of the witch has also a perspective in the book, and her perspective is more of the village people, and the madness that everybody. The one day you were a neighbor, and the next day people really believe you were a witch. How can that happen? How can they really think that someone um, is poisoning people or can fly or turn themselves into a cat? It was so crazy, but they really believed it. And
And now that you're telling it like that, I'm thinking, this is actually not that uncommon in our current world where with people just demonize others and start to spin stories of they're true or not, it doesn't matter, and people believe it.
that's the problem. Now people are looking for a skin coat.
A scapegoat, yeah.
Code, yeah. So, and that's also, of course, what happened there. And you know, uh, the man and the church were, of course, a bit afraid of women and their power. And yeah, so what?
So it was also a convenient way to suppress women and women's rights.
Yeah, that. So it was a very heavy time, and it's still that way. And there were still women and witches, and I think 33 countries. So it's not over.
No, and the bigger debate, same thing. How do we treat each other? How do we talk about others? And are we demonizing people or not?
And the gossips and
Yeah, indeed.
yeah. So it's and that's I've written a lot of historical books, and every time when I finish a book, I think we really haven't learned a thing.
But that's why we need to tell these stories
Yeah.
so we remember.
Yeah. So I hope that when people read the story, they think, "Oh my God, what happened then?" And let's make sure we stop with doing it now.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for explaining that, and good luck with your writing career. I am so impressed that you've already written 40 books, but I'm looking forward to what will happen. What book are you writing right now?
A pirate story.
Really?
Yeah, oh, I have so much fun. I have a really bad pirate, and yeah, it's really a lot of fun and laughter, and yeah,
Well, I can tell that writing is your joy. I mean, when you talk about it, you smile.
yeah, it's my passion, it's my everything. So yeah,
Keep up the good work, and thank you so much for this interview.
thank you.